They stated they wanted to cop some grass. He stated, all right, bet, it's in the room. They walked back. As Biggs was sitting on the bed, also Aaron's wife and kids. He took one of the men in the bathroom to make the cell, and one stood at the room door. At first, it was quiet. Then inside the bathroom, a struggle started. Aaron yelled for Biggs to help, but a gun was put to his head, and he was told to sit back down. Seconds later, multiple shots went off.
Wow. Took him down.
County police were quick, causing you to need money fast. So you decide to grab a pack. You might say to yourself, this is a temporary solution until I shake back. Besides, no matter what, your kids have to eat.
Right.
But the thing about the streets is, even if you are just tiptoeing out there in that field, unlike a job, there's no rules and regulations. People prey on the ones they feel like don't belong. It's survival of the fittest. Nothing is given and everything is taken. So when someone with principles and morals enters that world, the scavengers and wolves can smell them from a mile away. Some people know, once I jump out here, I got to be on a different type of time. Even if I don't agree with the way they living. I got to survive and adapt to my new reality. But it's a cold game. Nobody cares about your situation, why you decided to hustle in the first place, your family, how cool you might be as a person. Once you have something another person wants in that world, usually product or money, no matter if you are just trying to stay afloat and keep your head above water, the sharks will come. And when they are hungry, they will try to eat with no questions asked.
Right.
And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be taking it all the way back to 2014 to discuss a case of a night out that ended in a street deal gone wrong. Back in 2014, 28-year-old Aaron Ned was navigating life in Baltimore. Aaron was a family man at heart with a wife and kids. He kept a job and was a provider. But that year, things would get rough for the family. They had lost their place to live.
Damn.
So they needed to find a temporary solution. During his research, Aaron found they could go stay at a Welcome Inn extended stay motel in Parkville, Baltimore County. Still over $200 a week though, so he still needed income. He decided to pick up a pack and hustle.
So $200 a week, 246, so $800 a month.
In the area. Nothing major, sell a little bit of grass since the foot traffic around there was heavy and people were always trying to smoke. He would pass his number out, giving everybody his nickname, Turtle, and letting them know he had the loud. His wife and kids would often leave the room when it was time for him to catch a cell, or he would call the person to the bathroom since the room was small, not wanting his kids to see or witness that, or more importantly, not wanting to get jammed up by police since the area was hot. On December 27th, that night, Aaron was in a room with his wife and kids, also his homeboy, who he called Biggs. He let his wife hold his phone as he stepped outside for a little second. In another part of town was two men, at the time 26-year-old Mark Garland and 30-year-old Corinne Anderson. The two were both with their girlfriends, getting ready to hit the casino for a night out. Corinne's girl, who we will call Shannon, and Mark's girl, who we will call Erica. Shannon was under the influence and had been drinking heavily. So even though it was her car, the two men hopped in the back seat and told Erica she should drive. They decided first they needed to go get something to smoke on. Corinne remembered getting a man's number earlier that day who called himself Turtle, referring to Aaron. He told Erica, like, all right, shorty, we're going to hit the county and make a stop first. I will guide you where we need to go. But in the back seat, he told Mark something different. They was about to make a move. After a short drive to Northeast Baltimore, they arrived to the Welcome Inn. The men told their girlfriends to wait in the car and park by a nearby business. They called Aaron's phone and his wife answered. They started bopping towards the motel and saw Aaron outside. They stated they wanted to cop some grass. He stated, all right, bet, it's in the room. They walked back. As Biggs was sitting on the bed, also Aaron's wife and kids. He took one of the men in the bathroom to make the cell, and one stood at the room door. At first, it was quiet. Then inside the bathroom, a struggle started. Aaron yelled for Biggs to help, but a gun was put to his head, and he was told to sit back down. Aaron's wife, scared, put the kids under the cover, and she also covered her head. Seconds later, multiple shots went off.
Wow. Took him down.
County police were quickly notified to the shooting. They arrived to the room to find Aaron suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was unfortunately pronounced gone at the scene. Biggs and his wife told police it was two men in hoodies. They robbed the man, taking his grass, and ransacked the room.
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds crazy now in 2025 they saying that because you can get it from anywhere, bro. Real talk. But like back then, you know, it wasn't like that. You feel what I'm saying? So they was like, oh yeah, we about to get this. Like what?
Where the money at? And then took an iPad. Biggs claimed both had guns, and he never saw them before. At the same time, police were getting notified of a suspicious car that was close by, parked by a nearby business. County police walked up on a vehicle. Inside was Shannon, Erica, Mark, and Perez.
Right.
Police claimed they smelled grass and felt the four were acting strange. Around the corner, witnesses was telling police the description of the two men they saw running after the shots went off. And police were ready on each other back and forth. They stated the men matched the description, so they searched them, finding a part from a gun. After taking all four in for questioning, they showed Aaron's wife and Biggs a photo lineup of the men, in which they both identified Mark and Perez. They claimed both of the men had guns, so they don't know where the shots came from. Shannon, still under the influence, claimed she was asleep during the whole situation, and she don't know what happened. But Erica gave the whole rundown. She told police she took the men to the motel, and 5 minutes later, they walked back to the car, opened the trunk, dropping something heavy in there. She then stated
they took bro and they threw him in her trunk. They wild.
They then told her before they go to the casino,
they take his stash.
Take us back around the way. We forgot something. So they drove back to Edge Park Road in Northeast Baltimore.
What?
The men went inside, changed clothes, and came back outside. She claimed Perez told her, man, I dropped my phone back at the scene, shorty. We gotta drive back. He told Shannon to get out and look for the phone. And that's when police pulled up on them. Now knowing Perez and Mark were the ones in the room, both were taken into custody, charged with first-degree murder. A GSR, or gunshot residue test, was performed on both men, and allegedly, both of them tested positive. While in custody at Baltimore County Detention Center, they both called their girlfriends, telling both of them to make sure they get rid of the dirty shoes, in which police got the recording.
So you got on the jail phone and told them to get rid of the dirty shoes from the crime. You don't think 12 is listening to you? Y'all some goofies. Y'all is fried. Y'all is dumb. You feel what I'm saying? I would be like, yeah, I got some old shoes. They right here, get rid of them or something. I'll be like, hey, you remember them shoes you was talking about you was gonna get rid of before I got locked up? My work shoes? Yeah, I don't need them no more since I'm in here, man. Get rid of those for me. I would have said something like that, like in a way to code it a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna say, yeah, them shoes, I hit that liquid, store those away for me on the jail phone. Like, ah, damn.
It felt like that was code for the guns.
Oh.
Police felt like Shannon's brother got rid of the weapons. As the case started making its way to trial, it was multiple witnesses, including Erica, Biggs, Aaron's wife, and motel residents. It came down to who was the actual shooter, in which nobody claimed to know. But prosecutors painted the case as two men who went to rob Aaron, using their girlfriends as the getaway drivers and to try to cover it up.
They did wrong.
With phone records, witnesses' statements, jail calls, and coming back to the scene, both Mark and Perez were found guilty. They sentenced to life, all suspended but 50 years in prison. Both men tried to appeal their convictions, with their lawyers claiming police had no probable cause to pull them over in the first place, since the car was parked. But with statements and other evidence, they both lost their appeals and remain in custody.
50 years, though. 50 years to life, though. Your life is done over some weed. Oh, my God.
Prayers and condolences to his wife and kids,
y'all fried,
who had to witness that just 2 days after Christmas. According to his wife, he wasn't a street dude. He was just trying to make enough to take care of his family. And he was looking for a way to bounce back and get their house back.
Get a job, go to work and go sell, and I bet you have money.
Unfortunately,
finding a job is hard. I know it's hard, bro. I know it's hard, gang, but like, come on now, gang.
See how it goes.
Gotta be on
the ones who lose their life are usually the ones not in that lifestyle. Mark and Perez turned the casino night to 50 years in prison, all the smoke and for an iPad. It's crazy how people in the same place be on two different type of times.
Yeah.
Aaron was trying to make a way for his family, and them two was looking for somebody to take off. 3 lives done for a few ounces and an iPad. But hey, that's the Baltimore way. Man.
Hey, that's the Baltimore way. 3, he said ounces and an iPad. That is so embarrassing, gang. Like, y'all was thirsty for that, bro. And y'all would have just, that would have been going on one night. That would have been going on one night, gang. Like, I promise you would have been gone. There's 5 of y'all. No, 4 of y'all. Y'all was finna go kick out. I guarantee you all that was finna be gone that same night, bro. Like, that was y'all master plans. Like, yeah, let me go tell my girl, drop me off over here. She ain't gonna know what's going on. But, you know, I'm gonna go do this real quick. I'm gonna come right back like nothing happened. Like, you are dumb. Like, well, I don't know what be going through people's heads. They be fried, they be tweaking. You know what I'm saying, man? But let me know what y'all feel about this video. This is what I say. Like, if you ain't gotta be in the streets, don't be in the streets. If you not built for the lifestyle, if you not ready to go to jail, prison, or be unalived, if you don't want any of them three things, don't be in the streets. That's simple. You feel what I'm saying, man? Like, stay about the way. Get your money on. It ain't hard. You feel me? I don't know. Let me know what y'all feel about this video, man. Y'all stay safe out here. Real talk.